Good morning, students. Welcome back to our English class. Hope all of you are doing good. So, how many of you like watching TV for a long time, getting up late in the morning, playing with friends or going out with them for a party, eating junk food, trying out new trendy hairstyles? Yes, you love doing all these things. Do your parents allow you to do them? No. They say, no, don't go out with friends, don't play, don't watch TV. Yes, this is common. Every parent is always instructing you to do this, to do that, not to do this, not to do that. Yeah? Children are children. They are innocent and they get into certain habits. And what do the parents do? They put in a lot of effort to make the child overcome those habits. For what? So that they will have a bright future or for their good. But do the children understand this? They don't understand it. And what do the children do in return? They feel that they are, deprived of their freedom or liberty. And they become more adamant or stubborn or sometimes rebellious too. Yes, today's poem 4, Chivvy, is almost similar. Let us see what it is all about. Please take out your textbooks, page 69. Poem 4, Chivvy by Michael Rawson. Michael Rawson was born on 7th May 1964 in England. He is a famous English children's poet and author. He has written almost 140 books. He is also a TV presenter and political columnist. Yes, children, now let's get started with the poem. Chivvy, the meaning of chivvy is to nag continuously. That means to urge someone to do something, asking them to do. Continuously you are asking them again and again. So let's see what is all the poem about. Grown-ups say things like, grown-ups means adults. That is, here adults are none other than parents. Speak up. Don't talk with your mouth full. Don't stare. Don't point. Don't pick your nose. So in the first stanza itself, you can see that there is the parent instructing the child not to do certain things. What is he asking first? He or she, whoever it is, okay? It may be the mother or the father. Speak up. Maybe the child was asked some question and he was not opening his mouth to tell the answer. So he was asked to speak up. Don't talk with your mouth full. And at the same time, maybe when he or she was eating something and he was asked a question. Now naturally, when you're eating, your mouth is full of food. So again, the same parent might be instructing the child, don't talk with your mouth full. Don't stare. Stare means, and some children are there, they just keep quiet and look at the parent like that without answering anything. So the parent says, don't stare like that. Stare means to look at something continuously. Don't point. And sometimes when you go out somewhere for an outing or for a party or a movie or anything, you're traveling in a car or on any vehicle, and suddenly the child points out at something or someone. Now the parent is instructing, don't point your finger. Yes, it is right. You should not show your finger towards anyone. Yes. Don't pick your nose. Now sometimes some children have the bad habit whenever they are sitting idle or watching TV or doing something else, they are found poking their nose, pricking the nose. Picking the nose means they are poking, putting their hands, that is the fingers, into their nose. The next stanza. Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet, haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. So here there is another continuous instructions given by the parent to the child. What is it? Sit up. Maybe the boy or the girl is not sitting straight. He is just slouching down in the chair or the sofa. So he is asked to sit properly with a correct posture. Say please. Maybe he forgot the basic manners of when you are asking something, you have to use the word please. So the parent is instructing the child or reminding the child that you have to say please before you ask something. Less noise. Now see, the child has no liberty to make noise and play or jump around. So the parent is asking, if you want to play, you play without making any noise. How can a child play without making any noise? Shut the door behind you. Now whenever the child is going out of the room, the parent is instructing the child to close the door behind him when he is going out of the room. Don't drag your feet. Now some children have the habit of, while they are walking, they drag their feet and their walk. So the parent is instructing the child that, or complaining about the way the child is walking. Haven't you got a hanky? Maybe he suddenly sneezed or he was coughing, and the parent is asking, don't you have a hanky with you, or are you not carrying a hanky with you? Take your hands out of your pockets. Now some children have the habit of putting both their hands in the pockets and walking or standing. So the parent is scolding them for placing the hands in their pockets. The last stanza. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you're funny. Take your elbows off the table. So here another set of instructions or complaining. Pull your socks up. Now sometimes you see children, you can see their socks are worn out and they droop down. So the parent is asking to pull the socks up. Maybe the parent is telling because he wants his or her child to look more neat and elegant. But here the child doesn't understand that. Stand up straight. Similarly, when he was instructed in the first stanza to sit up straight, now here stand up straight. Maybe he is drooping down or he is bending. Yeah. So the child is asked to stand straight. Say thank you. Now how he was reminded of the basic manners or the etiquette of saying please. Now maybe the boy or the girl has taken something and he forgot to say thank you. So he is instructed to say thank you. Don't interrupt. Maybe the parents or any relatives or any family members, there is a conversation between them, between them, and suddenly the child interferes in the middle. So he is instructed not to interrupt the conversation or interfere into the conversation. No one thinks you're funny. So sometimes children have the habit of cracking a joke or they laugh for no other reason, and the parent says, so the child has no liberty to laugh also. So they say that no one thinks you are funny. Don't think you are acting very funny. Take your elbows off the table. While they're having lunch or dinner on the table, some children have the habit of putting all the elbow on the table. So the parent again instructs that don't put your elbow on the table. Yes? Children, I hope you understood the poem. Let's see what are the two last lines. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? Now the same parent is asking the child, can't you take your own decisions? So, what the poet, that is Michael Rosen, wants to tell is, right parenting is not all about continuous nagging, instructing, or complaining, but right parenting is about giving the child liberty to express his feelings or his emotions or his desires and act accordingly so that he will be able to take independent decisions, and the whole family bonding should be like with full of care, support and understanding. Children, hope you understood the poem. That's all for today's class. Thank you.